They stampede, I don't go away when y'all don't eat food, you know. Y'all got fair wash your place because I did my nails. When is somebody want to make a nice cake, it's like, okay, put up on the same.
Madam, I got a call from the people in the community, and they said you are disturbing the peace. You're smelling up the place, and you're doing something, but your food always seems to smell good.
Peace, you get it best and these things.
These things just make you cook good. I want these things that are carried on for evidence.
Do I love all of you?
Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
And you?
Win $50,000 weekly when you buy and drink icy. Buy one case or more any size icy soft drinks. Collect a coupon and fill out or write your name, address, and contact information at the back of your bill and submit to be one of 5 weekly winners of $50,000 each in weekly draws. Yes, you heard right. One of 5 weekly winners of $50,000 each. Promotion runs from now through May 17, 2025. I'm a cool thing. See press, posters, and social media for details.
Super 6 is the jackpot game with the biggest cash payout, and it's very simple and easy to play. With increased chances of winning, just pick any 6 numbers from 1 to 28, or buy a quick pick, and you can be a jackpot winner. Get 6 numbers, and you can win the jackpot. Match 5 numbers plus the bonus ball, and be a winner. You're still a winner if you match 5 numbers, 4 numbers, or even 3 numbers plus the bonus ball. Get a free ticket if you match the letter. Drawing twice per week. You never want to miss your chance of being a jackpot winner. So, remember, a ticket a day.
Your top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. Norton roasts a VP JAGDEO over mediocre comments, says his behavior mirrors that of a quote-unquote yard fowl. Stop the misuse of the anti-terrorism law. PNCR urges government to find the appropriate charge. Former PNCR stalwart to be laid to rest on Tuesday. And no haste to bury Adriana Young. The truth surrounding her death must be unearthed. Family. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm ALETHEA Grant with the Monday, May 12, 2025 edition of the HGP Nightly News. This is what you need to know this evening. Opposition leader Aubrey Norton has roasted the country's sitting vice president over comments directed at a member of the local bar. Mr. Norton believes Mr. JAGDEO's utterances mirror that of a quote-unquote yard fowl. Travis Chase has more details.
General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party and the country's sitting Vice President Barra JAGDEO, at his last Thursday afternoon press conference, referred to Dr. Dexter Todd, the attorney for Adriana Young's family, as mediocre. In response, leader of the People's National Congress Reform, Aubrey Norton, was asked to comment on the VP's description of Mr. Todd. Mr. Norton concluded that the VP's mandate is to try to tarnish the image of hard-working, respectable Guyanese, especially if you dare oppose the People's Progressive Party civic government.
JAGDEO's approach is always to tarnish the image of people who are more intelligent than him. I mean, it's easy to be more intelligent than him.
Mr. JAGDEO was visibly upset over the fact that Dr. Todd took to Facebook to demand that the government treat the death of Adriana Young as a homicide and not as accidental drowning.
He's a piece of trash who attempts to attack everybody that exposes the PPP and him.
For the record, it was the very Dr. Dexter Todd who represented former Public Service Minister and the PPP Member of Parliament Jennifer Westford in 2018 when she was charged with 24 counts of fraud amounting to $600 million. She was later freed of all the charges.
I have never seen JAGDEO respond in an intellectual manner. He always behaves like a yard fowl, takes off his frock and begins to abuse out.
In his strong response to the comments made by the Vice President, Mr. Norton stressed that Mr. JAGDEO should focus on the concerns of Dr. Todd and Adriana Young's family rather than attacking the character of Mr. Todd.
In our book, he's a reputable lawyer, he does his work, and what JAGDEO should be doing is responding to the concerns raised rather than attacking his character. But then to ask him to rise to that level is to ask him to do the impossible.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Travis. Additionally, Leader of the Opposition Aubrey Norton is cautioning the government about its misuse of the anti-terrorism law and is encouraging officials to find the appropriate charge for the more than 100 persons who were charged for allegedly inciting public terror. Here again is Travis Chase.
Hours after protest action erupted countrywide following the discovery of the body of Adriana Young in a hotel pool at Tushin on the east bank of Essequibo, then the findings of her autopsy, the Guyana Police Force issued wanted bulletins for more than 100 persons. The police allege that they have committed acts of terrorism. Most of those arrested and later charged have been remanded to prison. On Friday last, the main opposition, the People's National Congress Reform, cautioned the government that they have misused the anti-terrorism law. It would appear that the police have utilized images from Facebook and from several CCTV cameras to issue bulletins for the more than 100 persons. Here's leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton.
But if you have a corrupt government that uses the technology only when it suits them, then you know that they cannot be trusted even with technology.
While the PNCR says the party is not opposed to people facing the full force of the law for looting and other violations of the law, it demands that the charge of inciting public terror under the Criminal Law Offences Act be withdrawn and be replaced by an appropriate charge under the Act.
We see the use of the offence of inciting public terror as an abuse of power and an attempt to silence and instill fear in those demanding justice for Adriana Young.
The country's Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Anil Nandlal, was first to dismiss criticisms that the charges were too harsh, insisting that, quote, we couldn't have found a better charge, unquote.
And in this case, they have not provided one shred of evidence against many of the people they would have incarcerated.
Another demand of the PNCR is that the government release all the innocent bystanders who are currently incarcerated. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Travis. President Irfan Ali has warned against the politicization and glorification of crime in the region, calling it a dangerous trend that undermines public safety and unity. President Ali made this comment during the opening of the 39th Annual Conference of the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police, hosted here in Guyana. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
The 39th Annual Conference of the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police, ACCP, which opened at Otachan Conference Center on Monday, brought together commissioners of police from across the Caribbean, senior law enforcement officials, and international delegates. The week-long event aims to foster regional cooperation on urgently addressing security issues. President Irfan Ali, in his address highlighting key challenges facing the security sector, said, "For too long the region has been walking on eggshells when it comes to two major issues, the politicization and glorification of crime."
But when political actors and architecture see crime as an opportunity for political profiteering, it becomes dangerous.
The head of state emphasized that both the government and opposition must adopt a unified approach to dealing with crime and criminality.
Crime and criminality is not an opportunity to get into government.
Meanwhile, Commissioner of Police Clifton Hickens said the region is now grappling with a new wave of organized cross-border crime, and as such, traditional nationally confined policing models are no longer adequate to address these threats.
Organized criminal networks are increasingly coordinated and ruthless. Illicit firearm trafficking is fueling gang warfare and a sheer rise in youth homicides.
Also speaking during the opening was outgoing president of the ACCP and Commissioner of Police of Antigua and Barbuda, Atlee Rodney. He called for greater attention and support for the mental health of police officers.
As leaders, we must place more emphasis in this area and to provide the necessary support to our officers.
Rodney urged fellow commissioners and regional stakeholders to collectively confront issues related to mental health.
We in the Caribbean address this hidden pandemic, especially in our respective police organizations. And as the leaders, let us seek professional assistance for our hard-working but so often stressed out law enforcement officers.
Guyana is among 25 countries and territories represented at the ACCP. Tianco reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana. More news after this break. Stay with us.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, clothes, and deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
With 70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
Krishna Roth Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Messages of condolences continue to pour in following the passing of People's National Congress Reform stalwart and former Member of Parliament, Amna Ali. Antonia Day has that story.
In a statement, the People's National Congress Reform, PNCR, expressed profound sadness over the passing of Amna Ali, its former General Secretary, who died on Saturday, May 10, 2025. The statement said, and I quote, "A dedicated and former long-standing member of our party, Ms. Ali's unwavering commitment to the ideals of PNCR and her nation has left an indelible mark on our history." End of quote. A night of reflection will be hosted at her 78 Brickdam home on Monday, May 12th. before interment scheduled for Tuesday, May 13th in West Coast Berbice, Region 6. Ali, who was a long-standing member of the People's National Congress Reform PNCR, served as a parliamentarian from 1985 and held various significant roles, including chairperson of the Social Services Committee, member of the Parliamentary Management, Standing Orders, and Appointive Committee. Dubbed as a powerhouse, Ali was also the General Secretary of the PNCR. Notably, Ali led the Ministry of Social Protection under the APNU AFC coalition government from 2015 to 2020. She resigned from the PNCR in March of this year due to her concerns over the treatment of women in the party. Beyond politics, she was an educator for several decades. She was remembered for her fiery political style, which made headlines during the 2018 No Confidence motion debate. The PNCR also highlighted in its statement that throughout her life, Ms. Ali exemplified service, integrity, and patriotism. Her contributions have profoundly shaped our party and our country, and her legacy will continue to inspire us, end of quote. President Irfan Ali, former President David Granger, the Alliance for Change, and other members of civil society offer condolences following Ali's passing. I'm Antonio De reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
There is no haste to bury 11-year-old Adriana Young. You find out why in this Travis Chase report.
Adriana Young will not be buried until the truth surrounding her death is unearthed. That's according to the child's family, who relayed that message to their attorney, Dr. Dexter Todd.
No date will be announced until they are satisfied in relation to the investigations and that they are satisfied that the investigators are very much close to unearthing the truth.
Young's funeral, which was planned for May 5, 2025, was abruptly postponed as the family asks for space and clarity. Dr. Todd stressed that the family is prepared to take the next step as they seek closure.
Even if they have to go to the stage of embalming that body, they have access to a number of forensic pathologists around the world who are on standby to review the entire autopsy conducted on this child.
Family's attorney is adamant that the death of Adriana Young will not be another cold case recorded in the police files.
And they are more in a frame of mind to ensure that this young child's life means something for the children of Guyana.
Adriana had been reported missing on Wednesday, April 23, 2025, after she visited the Doubleday Hotel in Tushin with her grandmother and other relatives. Despite a search shortly after her disappearance, her body was not found until early Thursday morning, floating in the same pool that had been searched the day before. An autopsy done revealed that Adriana Young had drowned. Her family is not prepared to accept the autopsy results. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
More news on the other side of this break. Stay with us.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by June 30, 2025 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GCOM registration office that is responsible for your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant. Original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration. Original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by marriage. original deed poll, and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate, and original birth certificate or valid passport in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on May 30, 2025. You need to apply for a transfer if you now live at another address since you were registered. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-027729 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, clothes, and deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
As you're watching the HGP Nightly News as we continue, it was supposed to be the happiest day of her life. Instead, a first-time mother is now in tears after losing her twins at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. She believes her cries for help were dismissed and now she wants justice. Tiana Cole is on that story.
A 26-year-old first-time mother is devastated after losing her twins at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC. She's blaming doctors and nurses for what she believes was preventable as she continues to seek answers. Naripa Makanlal told this publication on Monday that on May 5 she visited GPHC and was told by a doctor who examined her that she wasn't ready to deliver despite being 4 to 5 weeks pregnant with twins, a boy and girl. She said she was administered saline and sent home.
He said, you know, each time I said, check my belly, check the heartbeat and stuff. But to me, no, it's like the heartbeat was a little slow because when you go every time, it just beat hard. And when me gone the last time, the Monday, it's a little slow. So me actually, why you not admit me? Said this baby heartbeat look slow. He said, if me want to do the doctor work.
The grieving woman returned on Wednesday only to be told that her babies had died. She said she was then given medication to induce labor.
You go do an ultrasound. From the ultrasound, what he gonna do? Then he said the baby them die. So I said, really? He said, yeah, the baby them die. So when he checked now, he said like 3 days because baby them blue. I don't know the time exactly because them slip me away. Me not really know back. Till the next morning, like 3 when me asked the baby, then them show me from a plastic, like them don't wrap them things to just the face me ever see.
She said when she asked the doctor what may have led to the death of her twins, she was told they were overdue by 3 weeks. She was discharged the next day. Makanlal added that she requested the babies so her family could give them a proper funeral, but was told she could not get them.
So we can't get the baby them, so the baby already blue. And me said me wanted the baby. Then me call my husband for tell he tell him so he want the baby and the doctor tell he too he can't get the baby. We can't get the baby.
Her husband, Brian Thompson, said since the loss of their children, his wife has lost consciousness over 50 times and is constantly crying. He said he had to remain at home in order to care for her and has since lost his job. The family is now seeking justice.
We need justice because we asked to see them and them didn't show it because we would want to bury them ourselves. But the doctor didn't give me, then I give you back no news, nothing after that.
Thompson said it's troubling that no one from the hospital has contacted them since.
If him pictures and I want me even take
then
pictures.
Then I want her to take up pictures. Why?
No pictures, me get with him.
So it looked like...
He asked to get a picture with, like, me can show my family or whatever. And I want me careful, they say no pictures.
Makanlal has been attending regular clinic visits and completed 5 ultrasounds. Efforts to contact the Chief Executive Officer and the Public Relations Department of GPHC for a comment proved futile. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thanks, Tiana. With Guyana having the highest proportion of tropical rainforests, Launching forest value hubs will improve the country's timber and non-timber industry outcomes. This is according to a global sustainable solutions think tank. Antonio Day has more.
Covering about 85% of its land, the Guyana Shield boasts an estimated 18.4 million hectares of forest, representing one of the world's most pristine tropical ecosystems. Their true value goes beyond ecology. They are essential for food security, nutrition, and livelihoods for many Guyanese, particularly indigenous communities in the interior regions. Scott Francisco, the founder and director of Pilot Projects, a design and systems thinking partners who are inventive and create intentional solutions to challenging global systems, says the Forest Value Hubs initiative will be creating a model in Guyana which aims to encourage forest conservation by changing how we value forest products.
Natural tropical forests are absolutely fundamental to our human and non-human future on this planet. So finding ways to generate sustainable income while conserving these forests is really at the heart of this, so that communities and businesses and regional and even national governments can benefit from the forest as a standing forest.
Francisco mentioned that he and partners like UK Partnering for Accelerated Climate Transitions, UK PAC, Initiative, Specialized Timber Guyana, the Guyana Care Furnishings, and Bina Hill Institute have partnered to tackle infrastructure, equity, and market challenges in the forestry sector.
When we take a forest product, let's take a tree, for example, cut the tree down and ship it out as a log, we're getting such minimal value out of that forest product. If we can saw it up, we can add a little bit more value to it. If we can dry it so that it has another level and certify it, these are kind of steps, you could say, in the ladder of value creation.
UK PAC supports countries with substantial potential to reduce emissions, assist in removing barriers to clean growth in order to accelerate efforts to mitigate climate change. This is according to British High Commissioner to Guyana, Jane Miller.
The second area is about a design and innovation training hub. So how do we work with communities, with businesses, to be building those skills? And then the third area is about stronger institutions and having tools so that we can map who are the genuine beneficiaries of the work that happens at the end of the day.
Furthermore, Joycelyn Dow, a former chairman of the Guyana Forestry Commission and director of the Guyana Cane Furnishings, represented furniture makers.
There are so few furniture makers now. So if you have a big order, you're a single producer. You can't build an industry with a single producer. So you have to develop more producers so that you could network.
Danuta Radzik, trustee at the Bina Hill Institute, also offered her remarks at the project launch. I'm Antonio De reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
Turbo with a new look, new style, with the same great taste in the 250 ml can. Everybody run out now. Go and go grab one. Me charge up with a turbo 250 ml at your favorite spot. Wait, sell. New look, new can, same vibes. Jinxing, energize up your life. Vibes up, work time, anytime we are turn up the party with turbo can. Turbo can, turbo can, turbo can. Now available in the new 250 ml can. Turbo energy drink. Charge up today.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by June 30, 2025 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the GCOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office hours, Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 and 13 to 16 hours 30. Friday, 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. You need to apply for a transfer if you now live at another address since you were registered. This registration exercise will end on May 30, 2025. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has declared that he will be pushing for urgent reforms to the Sexual Offences Act following the tragic murder and alleged rape of 9-year-old Kelsey Cassidy Foregan, whose body was found stuffed in a barrel at her home on Friday night. Speaking amid the national outrage that erupted over the weekend after news of the murder, the Prime Minister stressed the importance of arming the public with critical information to protect themselves. Quote unquote, "It is time the society draws a clear line that we must eliminate the criminals from the society," Holness declared. He disclosed that during a private meeting with Foregan's grieving mother on Sunday, she revealed that she was unaware that a person of interest in the case, Giovanni Ellis, was a repeat sexual offender. Currently, the Sexual Offences Registry is not available to the public. It is managed by the Department of Correctional Services and is considered confidential. "11 soldiers were killed and 1 was injured in Ecuador's Amazon region during an armed confrontation with a criminal group," the country's defense ministry said. The troops were attacked during an operation targeting illegal mining in the Alto Panino area, the ministry said. The ambush was carried out by the Comandos de la Frontera, or Border Command armed group, which used explosives, grenades, and rifles during the assault, the ministry said, citing military intelligence. U.S. and Chinese officials said Monday they had reached a deal to roll back most of their recent tariffs and call a 90-day truce in their trade war for more talks on resolving trade disputes. Stock markets rose sharply as the globe's 2 major economic powers took a step back from a clash that has unsettled the global economy. U.S. Trade Representative said the U.S. agreed to drop its 145% tariff rate on Chinese goods by 115 percentage points to 30%, while China agreed to lower its rate on U.S. goods by the same amount to 10%. The two officials struck a positive tone as the two sides had set up consultations to continue discussing their trade issues. The full impact on the complicated tariffs and other trade penalties enacted by Washington and Beijing remains unclear, and much depends on whether they will find ways to bridge long-standing differences during the 90-day suspension. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
Norton roasts VP JAGDEO over mediocre comment, says his behavior mirrors that of a quote-unquote yard fowl. Stop the misuse of the anti-terrorism law. PNCR urges government to find the appropriate charge. Former PNCR stalwart to be laid to rest on Tuesday. And no haste to bury ADRIANA Younge. The truth surrounding her death must be unearthed. Family. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm ALETHEA Grant. Thanks for watching.